Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Why does it do that? Please don't. All right. There we go. Apparently, the key combo for swapping the, what do I call it? Swapping the KVM, if improperly executed, can also be picked up by OBS. But anyway. Today, we're going to be doing a bit of questing. Because I need to get some of that stuff done. Alright, so first I think we're going to start with a quick birdhouse run. Because I need to do one of those anyway, eventually. Let's see, we're on Mahogany's. Okay. Alright, anyway. And then we're going to do eventually Defender of Varrock. But first we have to do What Lies Below. Which is why I have some of this crap in my inventory. I did a little bit of pre-prepping for the quest. Last night. I had all the levels I needed for What Lies Below, but I needed to get a couple levels for Defender of Varrock. And the reason we're doing Defender of Varrock is because I would like to have a zombie axe instead of this dragon scimitar. The dragon scimitar is nice and all, but the zombie axe is much nicer. Also, I have some clue scrolls we need to get rid of at some point. So we'll probably do them after we finish What Lies Below and before Defender of Varrock. But we'll see. Okay, birdhouse done for the day. Let's go ahead and talk to a dude about a thing. Specifically, this guy over here by this, what do y'all call it? Broken up cart. This quest is relatively easy, particularly in current year, because we can skip certain steps with the help of a mini game. Damn it, I clicked the wrong thing. Here. So, this quest is a little bit silly. Actually, pretty much everything about this quest is silly. Okay. So he wants us to recover some papers from some bandits over on the other side of Varrock. So we'll head over there. Does this game have quests that aren't silly? Yeah, it does, actually. It has some really good ones. A lot of them, the story is... Okay. Every quest... Most of the quests are worth reading all the dialogue at least once. Some of them are definitely not worth repeating more than once, other than that for the rewards. And so you just hold down the space bar the whole way through. on second replays. That's a lot of them, particularly the older ones. The dialogue is often high levels of silly. Although some of the newer ones are that way too. Although there's some that are just genuinely funny and are worth reading. Anyway, so this quest gives us a shortcut to the Chaos Altar, but let's face it, we don't care, because we're never going to go to the Chaos Altar the normal way. But more importantly, it is a requirement, and therefore must be done. Okay, one more page. On our way back, we should stop at the bank and dump a lot of this crap. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to, because we're going to teleport. Our book has 69 charges left. Nice. I went and brought groceries today, which is why stream started so late, because why would I ever do that at a reasonable time instead of late in the day? But anyway, and the total came up to 69 something. So I was like, nice. And you know what that nasty little girl who was running the register said? She laughed at me and then said, I guess it's not just young people who make that joke. I'm not that old, damn it. I'm only mid-30s. Okay, that's kind of old, but anyway. But also, that joke is very firmly property of people my age, thank you. Get off my lawn, you darned kids. Anyway. Okay, so we have to go talk to a dude in the Varrock Castle Library. Who, spoiler alert, is not a nice man. Although apparently we're too dumb to know that yet or something. Also, I don't know why they're just letting him wander around the library instead of keeping him imprisoned properly. Damn it, I... Stop just... Okay, so he wants us to go use a metal wand he gave us on the Chaos Altar. Now, we can either go to the Chaos Altar normally, which sucks, or we can go through a shortcut, which also sucks, or we can go through the Chaos Altar itself, which is somewhere in the wilderness. I don't remember exactly where it is. Where even is the damn thing? It's not too deep in, I don't think. There it is. Yeah, it's not very far into the wilderness, but it is in the wilderness, so screw that noise. So what we're doing instead is we're going to everyone's favorite minigame, Guardians of the Rift. Because it turns out you can get into the Chaos Altar through Guardians of the Rift. Alright, let's go ahead and do this on a Guardians of the Rift world, so we don't have to wait around for the stuff to start and such like. Choose the Eastern US world for no particular reason, other than that its ping is like a tiny fraction of that of the Western one. We're not actually going to play the minigame. And right over here is the Guardian of Chaos. So we just have to wait. It looks like we're at the end of a game. Damn it, that means we're going to have to wait a while. But anyway, we're going to wait around here until the minigame starts again. We could try jumping to another Guardians of the Rift world, but nah. Hello, Journeys. Welcome here. Things are going pretty well. Okay, looks like we got about 30 seconds to wait, and then we'll have however long it takes for the Chaos Guardian to activate. You know, I'm going to take this time to go bank some stuff. Because there's a bank chest right here. Instead of banking coins, I should get coins out. It's always nice to carry some coins around on you. I never used to carry very many coins with me until I started playing the UIM, and then I got entirely too used to just having my money on me all the time. It was entirely too handy, so... But anyway. If I remember correctly, the first Guardian opens... oh, let's see. It's a while yet. It's like 120 or whatever. It's when the first one opens, I think. Unlikely to be chaos for the first one. So we're probably waiting for a little while. The last time I had to come here to do stuff like this was for... oh, what quest was it? Oh, Lunar Diplomacy on the UIM. And for that one, it just lined up beautifully, and we managed to get all four very quickly. But those were the elemental, so that's more likely to hit the ones I wanted. Because there's a lot more catalytic than there are. Yeah, first altar in 20 seconds. So it is 120. It doesn't actually tell you can do this here in Quest Helper. It does for some quests, but it doesn't seem to for this one, which is interesting. Because I know I've done this before. It doesn't work for all quests that require you to go to an altar. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work for, what do I call it? Going to the Death Altar and, whatever it's called. Morning's End 2. But anyway. There we go. Chaos Altar's open. Okay, use wand on Chaos Altar. And we have done the thing. I don't think we can teleport out of here directly. No, we can't. Okay, yeah. We have to go out through the barrier in the Temple of the Eye. Which is no big deal, we can just do that now. Okay. Now. Back to Varrock. Let's go ahead and jump to a emptier world. Which I think I could use a 1500 worlds almost. Yeah, not yet, but it'll be a little while. It won't be long. Won't be long. Alright, Surrock. Alright. Back to Rat What's-His-Face. Which we will do via Chronicle. It'll save us a little bit of running. Okay. Talk to Rat. Anyway, long story short, Surrock is a prisoner. Varrock guards are holding him in the library for some absurd reason. And they're trying to, I don't know, run some kind of op on him. It's not very smart of them. But anyway. I should have banked those two. Okay, let's talk to Zaf. And he's going to give us a ring that can be used to summon him. In case he's needed. And then we go back to talk to Surrock. And if I remember correctly, he escapes or he doesn't escape. But anyway, he tries to escape using the stuff we made for him. And he mind controls the king into attacking us. Because that's a sane thing to do. So now we get to kick Evil Rold's ass, which he so richly deserves. And when his health gets low, we operate the ring, bring Zaf in, teleports the king out. And Surrock's attempt at escaping doesn't work so hot. Anyway. Zaf will now sell you battle staves in his store as thanks for your help. I forgot about that little wrinkle. It's not particularly sane to go buy battle staves from Zaf a few at a time, but you could if you really wanted to. Anyway, now we go back and talk to Rat. Yeah, then we're going to go grab some stuff from the bank and deal with these clues. So I can get them out of my inventory. I mean, I could bank them, but... get them out of my bank. It's kind of funny. For months after starting this account, yes, give me the experience. I'm not some weirdo peer account. Honestly. Okay. Yay, I've completed what lies below. So the beacon ring has +2 magic attack. Theoretically, it's best in slot magic ring. Okay. For early game, anyway. Later in the game, obviously, there's much better options. But like, +2... okay, I guess. That's more than +0. But not very much better. I am just going to bank it anyway, because I might as well. And I'll even put it into the combat gear. Let's put it here at the end of the amulet row. Put the black knives over here with the ammo. Okay, yeah, I do have the Dragon Defender now. I got that. Actually, let's go ahead and equip that. I got that yesterday. I got... well, let's actually look at the thing here. 415 Cyclopses to get the Dragon Defender. 137 Cyclopses to get the Rune Defender. And then the rest were all to get the Dragon Defender. It took me 50 kills to get the Bronze Defender, which is exactly on rate. All of these Defenders are a 1 in 50 drop. And then all the others were from 50 to 137. Which is ridiculously spooned. And then from 137 to 415 to get the Dragon Defender, which is a 1 in 100 drop. Which is more than 2x dry. So Defenders are a bit of a roller coaster, shall we say. Things started out exactly on rate and then got absurdly spooned for everything except the end where I went annoyingly dry. Actually wasn't that bad. Okay, dump that and that into the quest item pile, which I will clear out eventually, TM. Grab a spade. Grab the strange device. Grab some teleport runes. Okay. Actually here. Give me those law runes. Let's just set this up to take my non-air elemental runes. Okay. Hello, Treebeard. Welcome here. We'll bring the Ring of Dueling. We'll bring a Games Necklace. My dig site pendant's getting kind of worn down. I need to make more of those. Well, what I need to do is get off my ass and get construction done. But anyway. Alright. Let's do the beginner clues first. West of the Champions Guild. One-step casket? Nope. Yay! We get to go talk to Charlie the Tramp. I love him so much. Charlie the Tramp should take a long walk off of a short pier. It would raise property values in this part of the city. He needs a raw trout. Okay, I think I have one of those in the bank, thankfully. I think. If not, we'll have to go to Canifis to buy one, because that's the fastest way to get it. We could run over to the river and fish one out, but... that sounds like work. Alright, Charlie, here's your raw fish. Stuff it up your ass. Okay, we got a casket. Oh, nice. Rune Scimitar Ornament Kit, Zamorak. Nice. We'll take one of those. Continue building out our... it's the only reason I do beginners. The uniques. The standard rewards are completely worthless. Okay, I believe I have a few extra rune scimitars, so we'll go ahead and attach that right now. And boom. We'll probably never use it as a weapon, but it looks cool. Okay. Beginners, they have some annoying steps, but most of the steps aren't that bad. And they're relatively fast. So they're generally worth doing. Damn it, another Charlie step. Okay, I take back everything I just said about beginners being not that bad. The Charlie steps and the Lumbridge Cowfield are the two huge annoyances. Everything else is not that bad. He needs another raw trout. Damn it, Charlie, I only have so many raw trout. Oh well. The ones that require you to use the strange device to figure out where to dig. Those... are much more annoying on the UIM than they are on a normal or an Iron Man account. So really, if there was a quest that allowed us to arrange a tragic accident for Charlie. Without replacing him with some other NPC. He does the same thing but with a different name. Honestly, even if they just replaced him with another NPC who did the same thing, it would still be Carthetic. Okay, nice. We got the minor beginner scroll case, which means that we've done enough, aka 50 clues, so that we can hold 3 stacked clues instead of 2. as it tells us right there. You can now carry 3 beginner clue scrolls and control boxes. Which, that's useful. Alright, now for the easy clues, ones that actually kind of matter. Sir Kay and Camelot. Okay. So easy clues can give us actual rewards. There's some stuff out of easy clues that are needed for other clue tiers. And perhaps more importantly, we can get shared clue rewards out of easies. So things like God book pages and other similar things. The God book pages are the main one I'd be concerned with. And easy clues are not much harder than beginners. And more importantly, there's no equivalent to Charlie or Reldo steps. Okay, 2-step casket? Nope. White Knight Castle. Work correctly, the ambassador is over here. Oh, the White Knight Castle. Statistically, my favorite place to die. The White Knight Castle is a pretty good spot for a early game UIM to death pile. You can ask some friendly local knights if they would be willing to help you with the process. Oh, nice. Black skirt. Okay. Fashion. Okay, a stash unit that has not been filled. Studded chaps, iron kite shield, steel longsword. I don't remember. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have a steel longsword. I might have the iron kite shield in the bank. Studded chaps, I think I might have all that stuff in the bank. Let's go check. Because I have been collecting items that I know go in stash units and putting them in the bank ahead of time. So that I would have them around. Because this little dot that badges some items, that indicates that item is for a stash unit, and the color of the dot indicates what stash unit it's for. So yeah, see all these items here? Okay, do I have an iron kite shield? I don't see one. Nope. I have a steel kite shield but no iron. Okay, well that sucks. Steel longsword. I have. Studded chaps. I have. Okay. Damn it, give those back. The basic leather chaps I do want to keep in here because they are a Charlie item. Also, apparently they own a stash unit somewhere. Damn it, stop putting those away. Give me them back. Alright. Iron kite shield, and then we need the stuff to actually build the stash unit. Do I have nails in this place? I do. Okay, I need basic planks, not oak planks. I don't have any basic planks in here. So we'll have to go to lumberyard. Alright, let's check to see if the shield shop over here sells the iron kite shield. If it doesn't, we'll have to go to Shields of Mistrock, I think. Would probably have it. Yeah, okay, no stock, which means they probably never stock it. I think Shields of Mistrock can stock it. Okay. Shields of Mistrock, 4 in stock, yep, and there's 0 at Cassie's, okay. Let's grab an axe. I should have did that when I was there at the bank already. So I can cut some logs. Okay. Let me spend a second here route planning. Okay, so we need to go to Shields of Mistrock, which is right over here. That's close to a pre-built Quetzal. Trying to decide if the Auburn Vale Sawmill. Okay, it's right there. It's right beside a Quetzal. So it's probably worth doing... Okay. Let's go to Civitas. From there we'll go to Auburn Vale and we'll get our planks. And there's no normal trees easily around here. Okay. I think I have some standard logs. No, I do not have any standard logs. Damn it. Okay. Surely there's some normal trees I can cut around here somewhere. Okay, there's a dead tree over there we can chop down. Oh wait, there's one right here. 2 right here. Alright. Go talk to the dude at the sawmill. Okay. And we take the Quetzal to Aldarin. And then we run south to the town of Mistrock. And we buy ourselves a shield. Okay, an iron kite shield. I should have the rest of the shields in stock already. Alright, a stash unit, Draenor Manor. Or in Draenor, I guess, actually. Fastest way to get to Draenor right now, without wasting my glory charges that I can't get back without bugging a game member, is DIS Fairy Ring. Which is not terribly fast, but oh well. I need to hurry up and finish a variety of things that are preventing me from doing Legends Quest. For one thing, I'd like the giant drop of Herblore XP that quest comes with. But anyway. So I think this is the stash unit. Yawn and Draenor Market. Okay, yeah, it's the one in the marketplace. Oh. Eventually I'll have all the stash units filled. Or at least all the easies. Alright. Now what do I need to do? Yawn. Okay, the items are back in the stash. Next step with a clue. Talk to Vanica in Edgeville. Alright, fastest way to Edgeville is probably Fairy Ring again. Actually I can just use minigame teleport to Clan Wars. Or does Soul Wars have a minigame? Yeah, it does. Okay. That's a little faster. I should go do some quest speedrunning so I can get the speedrunning graceful set. And also the home teleport animation. I almost went to Ferox instead of Edgeville. Alright. Ugh. Down we go. Vanica is right over there somewhere. And we have to be careful that we don't accidentally get a task from him, because I do not want a task from him. I do want to get more Slayer done, but not that way. Okay, talk to Vanica. Gets another clue. Search the drawers, ground floor, building facing Ardoin's Market. Okay. For some reason I've never used the RD teleport. So that's a medium task completed, I suppose. And there we go, casket. Black plate legs and a coif. That is worthless. I think I have piles of coifs already, so I don't need to keep it, even though it is a clue item. And the black plate legs, I already used my set for what I needed it for. I think I might need another set for while Gothic sleeps eventually. We might as well bank them. It won't hurt anything. Same with the coif. I can drop that later when I'm cleaning the bank out. Alright. Clues are done. It's now time for Defender of Varrock. Okay, item requirements, combat gear and food, any pickaxe. Easy enough. Alright. Let's keep the glory instead of the strength. I think that'll give us one less max hit, but a little more defense, which is fine. Actually, we're up against zombies, so the Salve Amulet might be the right choice. Okay. Helm, they does not. Okay. So max hit's 18. With the shield at 17. Okay, so we'll keep the defender. It's... actually significantly more defense, but we can just pray against most of the damage. Alright. That is, if we even need to. Ring of Dueling, Games Necklace we don't need. Drum and Staff we do need. Spade we don't need. Strange Device we don't need. Alright. Chronicle, don't need that. Not if I'm carrying teleports. I will bring a Ring of Dueling. Because it's not like I have anything better to wear in the ring slot. Yet. And a pickaxe. And then we'll just bring whatever random food we have laying around. Alright. We better not need that much, but if we do, we do. Okay, Jolly Boar, northeast of Varrock. Alright, that's the tavern that's outside town over that way. So the last time I did the zombie axe grind, I got it at exactly 69 KC, which was very nice, considering it's a 1 in 800 drop. The time before that I did the zombie axe grind, I got it at 380 something KC, if I remember correctly, which is also very nice, although not quite as nice. So this time I'm probably going to go disgustingly dry. But hopefully not. Hey, there's always a chance we'll get it during the quest. Okay, so Elias White's an explorer, and he received an interesting yet concerning tip. And he could use our support. Apparently one of the patrons in here is ranting and raving about zombies. And he thinks it might be related to Arav and Zimorgel, or however you're supposed to pronounce his name. And apparently these zombies were organized, which is why he suspects that's who it was. And so he wants us to track some zombies down. So we have to play a little tracking minigame, which thankfully Quest Helper can help us avoid. Oh. Otherwise, we have to wander all over creation, figuring out which path is the right one. And of course, because I'm wearing armor, my run energy lasts exactly 0 seconds. While inspecting the plant, you find a key. Okay. Oh, it's a grubby key. We can go open the chest in... No, we can't. It's not that kind of grubby key. Alas, no loot for us. Alright. Oh. So right over there, that trapdoor is where we're going. A trapdoor. Damn it, Yes, let's do it. Alright, let's go look around and find out what's going on down here. Zamorgel, this magical mist feels like it's corroding my insides. It seems like a bad idea. Nonsense, the mist has no side effects. Besides, it's essential for the new security system. Everyone needs to be imbued with it if they wish to pass through any doors or gates in the base. Now, what news do you bring from the north? Your cousin grows unusually strong. We should consider allying ourselves with him, maybe even combine forces. Combined forces? I won't hear of it. Lucian would never enter into such an arrangement unless he were the one in control, and I have no desire to serve at his behest. Besides, Lucian isn't the only one with powerful resources. There he is, a Rab. After many long years, it's time for a Rab to take command of my zombie troops. And on that note, come, let us inspect the forces. Okay. You go ahead to Varrock and let them know what you found so far. I'll keep exploring. Very well, I'll meet you in the palace once you're done. Be careful. Okay. So, level 82 armored zombies. I have to kill some zombies. Alright. If we're very lucky, we might get the drop on these guys. There was a person in the clan who got their zombie axe dropped during the quest. Lucky bastards. Okay, let's run south a little bit to get everybody strung out. So we're only being attacked by one zombie at a time. Should have done that earlier. The ranged zombie here is the real threat. Which is why usually what I do when I'm killing these things is I run in, I get the whole area marked out, and then I go hide in a corner until things calm down. aka they lose aggro. And then I can kill them one at a time. That is by far the slower method versus killing them using burst spells or whatever, but it's also very cheap and easy. You hardly use any food or anything. You don't have to pray against them. Alright, now we get to murder more armored zombies. Come on, it's only a 1 in 800 drop. You can do it. Work it over. Nope. Anyway, I'm probably going to be killing a lot of these over the next day or so. They do have some pretty okay drops, but nothing terribly impressive. Like a few random herbs here and there. A few runes. They're not a complete waste of time, in other words. Six Eye of Newt. Like, sure, I suppose. They're noted, so why not? I'm telling you, you may be close to finding it. Enough, I don't have time to worry about fairy tales. But think of the power. Do you not think that I am all too aware of the power? You couldn't begin to imagine what I'd do to have it for myself. But I'm also all too aware of what happens to those who try to claim it. If that is the fate Lucian wishes for himself, then he is welcome to it. In the meantime, we will focus on more practical endeavors. This is our last chance before the time comes to head north. Let us waste no more time. Begin the final preparations. Soon the Majorat will hold dominion over these lands once more. Varrock will be mine. Arav cannot save his people this time. He can only watch as he himself seals their fate. Alright. Yeah, let's just teleport out of here. Don't need those bottles anymore. Report back to Elias White in the Varrock Palace. How did things go after I left you? Not good. Zamorgol is nearly ready to begin another attack on Varrock. That's just as I feared. We've already reported our discovery to Captain Rovan. Come, let's fill him in on everything else you've learned. Okay. Zamorgol attacking Varrock again is our greatest fear and worst nightmare, and to think he now has Arav under his control as well. What a horrifying fate for our greatest hero. There may still be hope for Arav. While spying on Zamorgol, I came face to face with him. He may serve him, but not willingly. His mind is still his own. Alright. Thanks to our good friend here, we have very shield that we used to stop Zamorgol the first time he attacked. The Shield of Arav, but is it really any use? Despite our attempts, we've never been able to unlock its power. Could it be the legends were exaggerated and that's just an ordinary shield? To answer that, our best bet would likely be to seek out the creators of the shield, the Imkando dwarves of Camdozel. Are the Imkando Are the Incando not extinct now? Not quite. There are a few out there, including one in Camdozel. Okay. So we need to go talk to the dwarves in Camdozel. The easiest way to get there... I don't have any readily available good teleports to get there, I don't think. Valador and Run is probably the best to have. Alright. Off we go to Camdozel. This place is kind of weird. It's a very low-level skilling area. But the problem, at least in my mind, is that the rewards it gives you are very useful and helpful, but also it's going to take you longer to get the rewards than what it would to get out of the levels where this is a reasonable thing to do. So either you're going to come back here at a level where you're higher level than what any of this is useful for, purely so that you can get the reward, or you'll actually use it at the level appropriate and then you likely won't get the reward before you're done in time to move on to someplace else. It's not really ever worth actually coming here to skill. It's really only worth coming here to get the drop. And what's more, there's another drop you can get here, a weapon, that just is not worth the time it takes to get. You could have been doing something else instead of farming the weapon out. Yeah, it's just not a very good weapon in the first place. It's kind of an early game weapon to suit an early game area, but like, if you're playing even slightly efficiently, you spend like 0 time in that level bracket. Okay. We've discovered Zamorgo tends to attack the city of Varrock with a zombie army. It was a shield that stopped him the last time. Ah, and you're hoping to use it to do so again. I wish I could help you, but I know little of the shield and its power. It was created far before my time. Still, I may have a way for you to learn what you need. Okay. So, he claims to be able to use the Sacred Forge to enter the Dream Theater and talk to what's his face. But first you have to go mine a Baronite deposit. Which we get immediately. And then we need to get a Chaos Core, which you can get by killing a Chaos Golem. I don't remember what Chaos Cores are actually used for. I do remember that they're just not worth actually farming. It has something to do with rune crafting. It's not worth it. Hello, Dread. Got half your stuff done, just take a bit of a break to cool off. Chaos Core. Alright, good deal. Gold ore I don't care about. I'm kind of curious. What does a Chaos Core actually do? It can be used in the place of pure essence, but only for crafting Chaos runes. They act as if the player is carrying 11 essence instead of 1, making each core give 85 runecraft experience and 11 Chaos runes. Okay. I mean, I suppose you could farm those out, but why? Yeah. That just doesn't seem like a very useful thing to do. Alright, anyway. We get the imbued Baronite, and we take that back to what's-his-face, the dwarf. This whole place is full of good ideas, but they're all so low level that there's no actual reason to come here except getting the hammer. Or if you're a clogger, I guess. Alright, this lets us talk to Arav in his dream. Okay, use the shield to defeat Zamorgol's army before. How can we do it again? It was not I who used the shield. When I faced Zamorgol, I cast the shield to the son of Avaraka's founder. Only then did the zombies meet their doom. It was his blood. The shield was tied to Avaraka. Only one with the blood of the founder can use it. Okay. And what do we have here? Now this is interesting. A snooping adventurer. So you hope to stop me, do you, you pathetic human wretch, while my zombie army is at the walls of Varrock and you are already too late. Alright. Back to Varrock we go. Oh no, there's zombies attacking Varrock Palace. What will we ever do? Anyway, let's go find the good captain. Everybody's just kind of standing around looking at each other. Sure, why not? Hello, Captain. About time you showed up. The zombies have breached the northern wall and are swarming the palace. We managed to keep them from moving on the rest of Varrock for now, but it won't be able to do so forever. I discovered that only a descendant of Varrock's original founder can use the shield, but I'm not sure how we'll find someone of that lineage still alive today. The library would be your best bet. Get down there and see if Raldo can help you. Oh, and you'd better take this. And he gives us the Shield of Arav. Yay! Alright, down we go. I really quite like this quest. For a variety of reasons. Okay, hello Raldo. Surrak Magus managed to escape during the confusion. In hindsight, imprisoning a deadly mage in a library was maybe not a very well thought out plan. Really? Seems we have bigger issues to deal with for now. Speaking of which, I need your help. I must find out if there are any living descendants of the founder of Varrock. Okay. There was a document on the desk in the corner listing the elders who sent Arav on his original quest for the Shield of Arav. One of those elders would have been the original founder of the city. Notable families like that are unlikely to have changed their surnames over the years. If you consult the latest census, you'll hopefully find some matching names. You'll find it just next to the desk. Alright. So we find a document. And so the Council of Avaraka, yada yada yada, whatever. Gives a list of names. Romanus, prison, and so on. Anyway. I read the Varrock census. There's a long list of names that we could cross-reference, and if we didn't have Quest Helper to do it for us ahead of time anyway. Okay, so let's go talk to King Rold. Okay. So we give the shield the roll, and while he may be a descendant of one of the elders of Varrock, he wasn't the descendant of the right one. And his advisor is similarly a descendant, perhaps. At least he has the right name. Nope, he's not descended from the right one either. Okay, let's go talk to Sir Pryson. Okay, so we check him for descendedness, and he is not. Alright, now let's go talk to the most useless NPC in the entire game. With one of the stupidest quests in the entire game, aka Romeo. Nope. He's not actually a real descendant of the... I'm not even sure how you begin to pronounce that. Great-grandfather was adopted. Okay. The last descendant of the Gatami line was Lilith... or whatever. She married into the Fitzharmon family. Sounds like I'd better pay Dementhius a visit. So now we go talk to Dementhius Fitzharmon, who claims to be a noble but has no money, and more correctly, he actually will admit to you that he's not really a noble. Eternal gratitude for all you've done to save my family's honor, adventurer. Perhaps someday my sons will overcome their differences. I need your help with the zombie invasion. I was hoping the Shield of Rav. Ah yes, I know the Shield's legend. I don't understand what that has to do with me, though. I have reason to believe you're descended from one of the original elders of Avaraka, which may mean you have the ability to use the shield. That doesn't sound entirely convincing, but I'll give it a go. And it turns out, not only is Dementhius actually a noble, or at least descended from one, he's descended from the original founder of Varrock. And he proceeds to use the shield to kill all the zombies. Zaborogel, the forces, what do we do? What do we do? We flee, you fool. But all the work. You have a better suggestion? Are you hiding some secret to overcoming such an astounding disaster? No. Then recall our Rav at once. There is nothing more to be gained here. It's time for us to head north. It seems the shield worked better than anyone could have hoped for. From what we can tell, not a single zombie remains. It was a close one, but thanks to you, Varrock is saved. It wouldn't have been possible without Dementhius. Indeed, I will ensure the king is made aware of his contribution. Any word on what happened to Zamoragul? There's been no sign of him so far. We'll keep an eye out, but I suspect he'll have gone to ground. And you'll have a Rav with him. We might not have been able to save a Rav today, but thanks to your discoveries, we now have a lead to follow. It will take me some time, but once I have something on this heart business, I'll be in touch. And on that note, I intend to get started right away, until we meet again. Well, once again, adventurer, on behalf of Varrock, you have my thanks. Today's victory will go down in history. Now you'd best be on your way. I have lots of work to do, and I am sure you have better places to be than here. Yay! 2 quest points, Zamoragul base access, 15k smithing, and 15k hunter XP. Okay. That gets us to 56 smithing. Like, fine, TM. And 53 hunter. Can now trap chinchompas. Sure, whatever. More importantly, I can now go murder zombies in their hundreds in an attempt to get a better weapon. I don't have the level to repair it myself, but I do have GIM members who do, so I can hand it over and make him smack it against an anvil for me. I've been slacking on certain skilling compared to, well, just about everything else. Alright. Let's see, what other quests do we want to do today? We could do Olaf's quest. Sure, let's get this out of the way. Access to brine rats, that could get us a brine saber, which I believe we need one for a clue. Any axe, a tinderbox, and a spade, okay. Take that. Take that. Leave those. We're not going to be doing much fighting here. Amulet of Glory is a good option for generic. Okay. And then that, okay. I need to make more teleport jewelry. Which I have jewelry, I just need to enchant it. Somewhere in the giant sea of crud. I really need to clean my bank out again. I have a bunch of alchemables to take care of. Stuff that needs to go in other tabs. The tabs themselves are reasonably well sorted, but the first catch-all tab just is full of all kinds of shit. Oh well. Axe, tinderbox, spade. Okay. Axe, tinderbox, spade. And we'll bring a little bit of food. I also bring these potatoes with cheese. Okay, that should be plenty. I have to go north of Relica. I believe we'll be taking a fairy ring. DKS, is it? DKS, yes, it is. Okay. Alright. DKS. Talk to Olaf. Okay, see that heap of driftwood over there? That's my ship, and all that is left to my one shot at making my ancestors proud of me. My family has always been great explorers and seafarers, and recently set off on a maiden voyage. However, a big storm blew my ship onto the rocks. Been sitting here ever since, trying to think of a way to make my family proud. Okay, whatever. Don't have much apart from my carvings, some driftwood. Okay. Take a couple of carvings to my wife and son village over the hill and tell them I sent you with them from a distant land. I can wait out here for a week or so before returning. Alright, so you want some wood from the windswept tree. So let's go up the hill and take a chunk out of it. Okay. The items that gave us are named Crude Carving and Cruder Carving. Alright, so let's go talk to his wife and son, who are in town, just a short jog away. Alright. It looks like a log with Olaf was here carved in it. Okay. Now we go talk to his kid, who's north of the longhouse somewhere. Alright. Now, back to Olaf. Stupid rock crab. Go away. You're not worth the time it takes to murder you. Alright. Managed to get the fire going. Alright. So he warns us that the map he has may be cursed. Okay, whatever, dude. It's supposed to show the location of one of his stashes of treasure. I've never been able to decipher the strange runic inscriptions that point the way. Alright. We go up the hill. We could look at the map. It just shows, okay, yeah, like in the most obvious manner possible. Dig here at the top of the hill. And we get dumped into a cavern. There's the brine rats. They drop a brine saber at 1 in 512 rate. The brine saber is... Go away. Okay. It's basically, if I remember correctly, a rune scimitar equivalent. But it automatically salts slugs when you kill them. And I think it has some kind of use underwater as well. It's a rather niche weapon, but it does have uses. If I remember correctly, it is useful for a clue step. So at some point, I'm sure I'll come back and murder brine rats. If I run into them as a Slayer task, for sure I'll come back and murder brine rats. And I may just do it anyway, if I'm particularly bored. They're only level 70? Okay, that's higher than I thought they would be, actually. Alright. Now here is a very annoying sequence. We need to get across a walkway. And unfortunately for us, that walkway, every single step along this walkway is an agility test. As you can see there. And if you fail, you get dumped out here and you have to run the whole way back, which is very annoying. However, unlike certain other agility checks of its kind, every time you fail, it gets a little easier. So you can only fail so many times before it stops failing you. Hallelujah. It doesn't necessarily make it any better, though. Apparently you can do some interface stalls to get across it without failing. But also, apparently... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It just makes it so it stores up the failure and then it inflicts it on you as soon as you uninstall. And I'm not sure if there's a way to cancel it. Apparently, because I'm just that amazing, I only fell once. Might have something to do with being 72 agility. Okay, so we're attacked by a giant Fremennik skeleton who doesn't actually have that much health. What's his max hit? 11? Okay. It's not really that scary. I'm sure he'd be very scary if we were still low level. Alright, 1 quest point, 12k defense XP, 20k coins, 4 rubies, and Brine Rat Cavern access. I've never actually killed Brine Rats. I never really had a reason to do so on the UAM. And I definitely didn't have a reason to do so on the main. Maybe I should go murder 1 or 2. Just to see what they're like. What's max hit? 9? Okay, so they're definitely not complete pushovers. Do you guys have anything cool drops? They drop the black axe at a 1 in 64. They have a bunch of seed drops that are sort of rare. And then of course there's the rare drop table. Nothing too fancy. I accidentally clicked the bat, so we might as well finish it off. So currently we're not wearing any armor, so it's not too surprising they're hitting us. Medium task in the Fremennik area. Kill a Brine Rat. Okay, I'm wrong. I have killed a Brine Rat before. I killed exactly 1 for the diary. On the main. I forgot that they were a diary task. Yeah, even without armor, he's not hitting very much. So if we wore our proper melee armor and came down here to murder Brine Rats, it wouldn't be particularly difficult. And they're hitting occasionally, but armor would help a lot with that. Okay, anyway. Quests. Tale of Two Cats. Okay, wait. What's that? I forgot I didn't have it on show meets requirements. It's like, I don't have the requirements for Heroes Quest yet. Indeed, I did not. I had the requirements for Curse of a Rav, surprisingly enough. I don't think I've ever done that quest. Mining, thieving, and agility experience. Access to Zamorgal's fort. I've definitely never been in there. This is a boss fight that I don't feel like learning right now. Grim Tales. I could do... I'm pretty sure I can handle that boss fight, no problem. Tale of Two Cats be much easier all around, though. Alright, let's talk to Olaf and see if he has anything interesting to say. Nope. Doesn't want to talk to us. Okay. Alright. We're gonna need to go to Barthorpe. Let's just go to Varrock and Bank for now. We don't have to defeat any enemies, so we don't need any combat gear. I don't feel like regearing though, so we won't. But it doesn't mean I can deposit all the food and stuff. Okay. Things we need. A cat. I'm not sure why I keep my cat in the combat tab, but I do. A cat speak amulet, which I also keep in the combat tab for unknown reasons. 5 death runes. A chocolate cake, which we can get very easily. Okay, cream's using the group storage. Logs, which we'll have to cut ourselves. Tinderbox, which I've got. Bucket of milk, which I can get easily. I think we'll buy that in Lumbridge. Shears. Boom. 4 potato seeds. Okay, a rake. Seed dibber, we don't actually need that. Vial of water. A desert shirt and a desert robe, which for some reason I don't have. Okay, we can get that easily enough. Alright, let's go to Lumbridge. And then in Lumbridge, we're going to buy a bucket of milk in the basement. And then we're going to cut a tree along the way. Okay. Bucket of milk. Buy 1. We're going to cut a tree. And then we're going to run to... do I want to go to Ali Morrisane? We can definitely try. I think Ali Morrisane has the desert clothing. If he doesn't, then we'll have to go to Shanty and buy him the Shanty Pass. Okay, we've got the log we need. Yeah, it's not too far out of our way to try Ali Morrisane. Okay, he does indeed have desert clothing. I'll buy 2 sets. He sold us some junk, quote, end quote. What did he sell us? Oh, a knife. Don't care. Get it out of my inventory. Okay. Wait, we need a desert robe. Damn it, I bought desert boots. Do you not have desert robes in stock? He does not have desert robes. Okay. Well, off to Shanty we go. I do want the desert boots anyway, I guess. I only need 1 though, not 2. I should buy an extra desert shirt. Actually, what exactly do I need the desert shirt for? Okay, I need to wear it. So we're not losing it, so I don't need an extra one. Okay, so I have a complete set of desert clothing, and I have an extra desert shirt to go into a stash unit later. That's what I needed. Alright, let's go stash our extra pair of desert clothing. Okay, what tab should this go into? Skilling outfits doesn't really fit the bill. Cosmetic doesn't really fit the bill because it's not actually cosmetic. Clue items definitely doesn't fit the bill because most of the outfit isn't a clue item. Guess we'll stick it under skilling. Alright. That should be everything we need except the chocolate cake. We'll go get that right now. The easiest way to get a chocolate cake is to go to Ardoin. And currently I'm being a cheapskate and using the free teleport that gets us close instead of the free one that gets us right where we're going, or the costly one that gets us right where we're going. What we're going to do is we're going to buy a bar of chocolate from the baker. Oh. And then we're going to steal a cake from him. They use the chocolate on the cake, and ta-da, chocolate cake. Alright, Berthorpe. Teleport to Berthorpe Games Room. Should've brought a games necklace. Oh well. So this is one of those quests that has a section in the middle where you have to wait. Which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. Okay. Do you have a cat? I do. His name is Bob, but I can't find him. I haven't seen him for a week. What am I to do? What a wet blanket. Bob can look after himself. Start tail 2 cats. Okay. Where did you see Bob last? Well, he usually comes back to me once a week, usually on Wednesday, but a bit before lunchtime. Okay. Friend Hild is cleverer than me. Whereupon the cat says, anyone would be cleverer. Oh yes, my friend Hild might be able to locate where Bob is. She lives in the house just up the road. Okay. So let's go talk to Hild. You understand what my cat is saying? Indeed. Bob didn't come home this week. This is not like Bob. I wonder what could be the problem. I don't think there's a problem. Bob is probably chasing females again. I see you have an amulet of cat speak. If you open the amulet up, you'll see contained inside it a mechanism. If this is enchanted correctly, it can be used to locate a cat, in our case, Bob. Give me 5 death runes and I'll be able to perform the enchantment for you. Okay. So we get our enchanted cat speak amulet. And now we have to figure out where the hell Bob is. Okay. Bob is southeast of us. Okay. He might very well be at Varrock Anvils. Okay, Bob, where the hell are you? I don't see him, so he's probably not here. Okay. Bob is now southwest of us. So we were in Burthorpe. And he was southeast. He's over by Falor somewhere, probably. Or by Draenor. So let's do a Falor teleport. Okay. He's probably over by Draenor. So what a lot of people do for this quest is instead of going to find Bob like you're supposed to... Here, get out my inventory, you. Instead of going to find Bob like you're supposed to, they just go to one of the locations where Bob can be found sometimes. Okay, he must be... at the party room? No. Barbarian Village? Possibly. Of course, Bob moves periodically. Not sure how often. So the last time I did this quest, he was in Seer's Village. And he remained there for the duration of the quest. Hopefully, he is as accommodating this time. So he's either behind Draenor Manor somewhere, or over by the Champions Guild. There he is. Hey, Bob. How's it hanging? Alright, we need to go inside Draenor Manor and go talk to Bob. Alright. This dude splashing a rat inside Draenor Manor. Okay. Suppose it's the thing you could do. Hey, Bob. The humans have been looking for you. They get worried too easily. Ah, you should have realized Unferth would miss me. What's up? I can't believe, but I've fallen for Niet. I'm sure I've heard that name before. What a beauty she is. It's the way the shimmer from the hot sand makes her eyes sparkle. The way she flicks her tail, she sleeps gracefully across the pyramids. Anyway. So, to help Bob, we need to go figure out who his parents are. Unfortunately, this is a very annoying place for Bob to be because there's no good teleport here. I mean, there is one, but I don't have it right now. Oh well. I might as well grab my Chronicle. Because that'll probably be the fastest way to get to Draenor. Alright, let's go talk to Gertrude. And I don't remember what Gertrude has to say about it. I hope it's not about death runes. I've heard a terrible rumor, you know. She straight up... Okay. Gertrude, at the end of Gertrude's cat, straight up tells us that her sister in West Arty wants to buy cats to help with the rat problems there. Whoever wrote this quest clearly forgot that. Okay. Alright, so our cat suddenly wants us to go talk to Reldo. For no particular reason. So, off we go to talk to Reldo. Or rather, the cat didn't really give us a reason, but he did say he would explain later. So, off we go. To talk to one of my least favorite people. who is entirely one of my least favorite people because of playing in the UAM. Hello, Rollo. Okay. Robert the Strong. Not much is known about the hero called Robert the Strong. Most folktales describe him as being taller than the tallest human and far stronger than the strongest warrior. He was a 6-foot-tall longbow and traveled as faithful panther Odysseus. He is said to have had a personal crusade against the Dragonkin. The stories tell of Dragonkin being an intelligent race of bird-like creatures that walked rather than using their wings. They are said to be immortal but cannot reproduce. Because of this, they became very afraid of death and shunned all other races. Some even say Dragonkin made corrupted versions of themselves for protection. What we now know as dragons. However, this has never been proven. Doesn't sound very believable. There's no doubt that some elements of these tales have been over-exaggerated for storytelling purposes. We should be careful of outright dismissing them. Robert the Strong, his name often comes up in stories of the Fourth Age. There is no reason not to believe these folktales are based on events that actually happened. Anyway. So, for some reason, our silly cat has a theory that Robert the Strong is Bob. Where and how he got this idea, we will never know. Damn it. Alright, so let's head back in behind Draenor and see if Bob is still there. If he isn't, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, but it's always possible that he decided to wander off. If he did, hopefully he wandered to someplace easier to get to. Well, he's still there. Hello, Bob. Alright. So for some reason, our cat is entirely convinced that Bob is Robert the Strong. And so now we need to go talk to the Sphinx and Sophonim to see if they can find out anything. Unfortunately, getting to Sophonim is a little bit annoying. No matter which path we take, it's not particularly short. I think we'll take DLQ and just run south. It can't be any worse than any other path. Like, we could go to Alcared, take the boat to Temperos, and then run across the river. But that isn't exactly a short route either. Partially because the bridge is at an annoying spot. We might as well wear our desert robes here. so we take less damage. For concrete, the desert robes just extend the amount of time until you take damage. I don't remember exactly what they do, actually. Anyway, we could pop into Darda and take the magic carpet. But the magic carpet is one of the lamest travel methods in this game. It would have been slightly faster, but not much faster. Okay, Sphinx is right over here. Okay. Sure, let's view the cutscene, why not? It's like 5-minute long cutscene, but oh well. So the Sphinx summons Bob. Anyway, it turns out that Bob is indeed Robert the Strong. Yeah, anyway. And there's a dragonkin. Oh no. He killed or otherwise knocked out Odysseus. Come on, Robert, you idiot. Pray protect from magic. Anyway. Alright, could you do my favor? Myself and the ant are going away for a few days. Would you look after Unearth for me while I'm away? Sure. I'll give you a list of what needs doing. Okay, no problem, Bob. Yes, please teleport me to his house so I don't have to waste my time walking there. Alright, Bob has given you a list of chores. Tidy house, warm human, feed human, tidy human, tend garden. Alright, well, let's start at the bottom and tend garden, because that's the part that's going to take a while. Use rake on patch. Oh. Okay. Make bed. Fuel and light his fire. Make sure he has food. Get my haircut. And then we need to wait 15 to 35 minutes for the potatoes to grow. Yay. Alright. And there's another little section where you have to run around and talk to some people and... Okay. Is there any quick quests that I'd like to do while I wait? We could do Lumberage and drain our medium diary. What steps do I even have left? Grapple over the river Lum. I don't think I have a grapple. Craft lava runes. It's easy enough to do. I have the stuff needed. Pickpocket Master Gardener. Okay. Catch an essence or eclectic impling? In Puro Puro. Alright, well, I suppose we could do that. I don't think I've been to Puro Puro yet. Maybe I have. On this account. Okay. Here. Get in my inventory, cat. Alright. You know, we could have went to Daenerys an easier way. Oh well. I'm pretty sure... Okay, so normally you don't want to enter Puro Puro through this crop circle. However, I don't feel like trying to figure out what other crop circles we can go through, and I'm not planning to spend much time in Pro. Because if you enter from other crop circles, you get a little buff in here. Okay, do I have gear stored with you? I do not. Okay. So let's get some starter equipment from the Inquisitor. Okay. So we need to catch an essence or eclectic impling. So I'm going to see if I can get the rest of the stuff to get the magic butterfly net. So I need 3 gourmet, 2 earth, and an essence. Okay, we have an essence impling. Now, we need 3 gourmet. There's one right there. Okay. Earth. We need an earth. Get your ass back here, you. No. This is why I hate this freaking place. There's a gourmet impling. We need one of those. There's a magpie. We don't care about those right now. Gourmet right there. Grab him. There's another gourmet. Grab him. Okay, we've got the gourmets we need. Now we need earth. There's an earth. Grab his ass. There's another earth. No, don't go over there, you fool. Okay, we got his ass. Oh, damn it, we're out of jars. Okay. Okay, actually, wait, we only need 2 earth implings. Okay, we can buy the magic butterfly net already. And then we trade in the baby impling we got for 3 impling jars. And we're set. So the magic butterfly net is the standard butterfly net, but better, obviously. It has the same catch rate as if you caught the imps barehanded. Because for some bizarre reason, catching imps barehanded is better than catching them with a net. Let's not think too hard about that. Alright. Now. I am going the wrong way. I want to go to Draenor. And for that, the best bet is DIS. There's Tutorial Island. I kind of wish they would move Tutorial Island someplace else. Like, just pick the whole thing up wholesale and move it, I don't know, somewhere. For the purposes of sailing. Because as it is, it's kind of in the way. Going to Port Sarim. Makes the whole area feel really cramped. But I suppose they have their reasons for not doing that. Alright, let's pickpocket Barton the Master Gardener. And we got a Marintil seed. Hell yeah. We take those. Alright, catch a salmon in the River Lum. That's quite easy. For that we'll need a fly fishing rod. And 10 feathers should be plenty. Then we'll just run over to the River Lum. It's not far away. Should craft a koi from the cow. We need leather, needle, thread. Okay. I think there's some leather in the group storage still. If not, we'll have to get some tanned. I might as well get everything I need. Okay. Ooh, somebody got a dragon axe. Hell yeah. Okay. What talismans do I have? I have an earth talisman. Do we have a catalytic? Not catalytic, I mean, we do have a catalytic. Do we have an elemental talisman in the group storage? I don't think we do. Which is distressing. I don't have a fire talisman. Okay, so we're not going to complete this diary now. There is a myth grapple in the group storage. Okay. There it is. I believe I have a crossbow. Think I can use the Dorgashin crossbow for this? Alright. I have high enough strength, ranged, and agility that I think I could do most, if not all, of the grapple shortcuts. So I should probably make myself a couple of myth grapples, just so I have personal ones, because I think I do have the level to smith them. No, smithing. Yeah, maybe I don't. Oh, okay, I do not quite have the level to smith them yet. Alright. I definitely have the... oh, we're gonna call it. I definitely have the fletching level to make mythical grapples. Come on, give me a damn salmon. There we go. I will happily keep the trout so I can inflict them on what's-his-face later. Okay, we need to make a coif. And then we need to grapple over the River Lum. Then we do I need to craft lava runes, for which I will need a fire talisman or elemental talisman. Anyway. Hello, hello. Welcome here. It's the invasion of the old people. Let's actually equip our mithril grapple. There is a chance that a mithril grapple will break every time you use it. But it didn't, so we're good. The carbonate got shut down? I have no idea. It doesn't really matter to me either way, honestly. Alright, am I sure that I don't have a way to get into the fire altar right now? Okay. Let's go ahead and put this grapple back in the group storage. Alright. I don't want this sibling scroll. We can get it back easily enough if we ever did want it for some weird reason. Alright. I really don't have a fire talisman. Okay. I could probably go murder fire wizards for that. Just make sure I didn't miscategorize it. No, I do not have a fire talisman. Okay. That's somewhat surprising. I wouldn't be completely surprised if someone had a elemental talisman, but okay, that's almost done. I have a bunch of easy diaries I need to do. Oh, Lumberjane Drainer Easy hasn't been done either. Craft water runes. I don't have a water talisman either, surprisingly. But we can do some of these other tasks. Kill a zombie in Draenor sewers. I could have sworn I'd done that already. Anyway, let's talk to Hans and see how old we are. "70 days ago when we started playing this account. Spent 19 days, 19 hours, and 21 minutes playing. Over 70 days. Okay, and our cat just informs us that the thing we were waiting for has been completed. Alright. So let's not do that, and let's go back to doing Tale of Two Cats. Grouping teleport is off cooldown. Okay. Now, let's go talk to dumbass over here. Hey, dumbass. Don't feel so good. I think I need the doctor. Alright, let's go visit. I chose pick up, damn it. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go talk to this dude over here. And he'll tell us that Umforth is a well-known hypochondriac. Okay. All you need to do to convince him you're a doc. All you need to do is convince him you're a doctor or a nurse and give him a potion to make him better. Okay, we'll take the doctor's hat. All you need to do is give him a vial of water and he'll take it, drinking it to think it's a cure potion. Alright. And now, since we just recently used our minigame teleport, we will need to use an actual teleport to get there. Unless I want to wait 18 minutes. But that's why we have games necklaces. Alright, so let's go talk to the head dumbass in chief. And tell him he's fine. Stop pretending. The cat thinks the best way to cure him would be to bonk him in the head with a big hammer. So we give him a pump vial of water and tell him it's a miracle cure. And he declares it fixed him right up. Alright, let's go find Bob. Hopefully he is right where he was. Which he probably is. All right. There should be a grapple shortcut across here to this island. And then across on the other side to the cow pen. Yay, made it across without falling this time. Go me. All right. Bob, if you're not here, I'm going to track you down and strangle your catty little neck. Okay, he's here. So, him and Nia have been all over Gilanor. They borrowed a magic carpet. Where do we turn here? North, I think. Slow down. For what? That camel. What camel? So they go visit KBD. I said left at the camel. What camel? You're too close to the pyramid. Do you want to drive? I think we're lost. No, I know where I'm going. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Okay. Talk to Unforth to complete the quest. Bob came home today. I'm so happy. Fat lot of use you were. He came home on his own. You're not wrong. Of course I'm not wrong. I'll be going now. Before you go, I found the strangest thing. There was a package left under the bed. It's addressed to you. You're awarded 2 quest points and a mysterious present. Okay. So we open the present. Inside the present was a mouse toy and 2 antique lamps. Both of these go into Herblore, of course. 2500 XP. And 2500 XP. If you examine the mouse toy, it says it's an advanced combat training device. I don't think I ever actually used the mouse toy. Is it good for anything? It's a fun weapon obtained from Bob the Cat after completion of... So a fun weapon is a name for a specific thing. Basically, it's a weapon that does no damage. Occasionally, if the player wields the toy and has a pet cat following them, the cat will say meow and perform a pouncing animation at it. The attack animation is similar to the Abyssal Whip. Once used to attack, it makes the same sound noise as a rubber chicken whacking someone. The item is not commonly seen, as its damage and accuracy bonuses are noticeably poor. Yeah, it's because it's a fun weapon. Okay. Alright. So it's not useful in any way, really. Okay. Well, we completed what I wanted to get done, which was Defender of Varrock. And then we did a little more besides. So, let's go to Varrock and bank. And this time we'll use the bank over here, the one that I don't use very often. All right. Oh yeah, Catspeak Amulet E is not the same as the standard Catspeak Amulet. Okay, this goes into decorative bullshit. That goes into decorative bullshit. Okay, Catspeak Amulet E takes the place of the standard Catspeak Amulet. Alright. I'm not sure if the rune kite shield is a good idea or not. Okay. Strength amulet, ancient blessing, Ardoine cloak. I should go get the Ardoine cloak too. I think I had the levels and stuff required. I'd have to check to be sure. All right. That goes in there. I don't know if there's any quests remaining that I still need bread for. We'll keep it for now. With the note that it's going to get it in the neck as soon as I need any kind of inventory space at all. Okay. A little bit of random food. And the objective here is that we're going to go murder zombies. And hopefully we'll have enough food to last for longer than I have inventory space for. And even more, hopefully, we'll get the drop quickly. Although I wouldn't hold my breath. So this group right here is the one I normally kill. For no particular reason. Okay, see by running north and then back south like that, it extends the NPC aggro range. Okay, so the way the game works is they don't want you just sitting there in a place that has aggressive NPCs with auto retaliate on and get free zero action combat training forever. So the way they solved the issue of aggressive NPCs attacking you without making it too easy, aka by just removing aggressive NPCs, they didn't want to do that. So they made it instead so that after 10 minutes, NPCs that are near you stop being aggressive if you don't move. But the way they implemented that is that they put a box centered around your character, and then when you exit that box, they place another box around your character, and so on. And that is the aggression range. If you're inside that radius for longer than 10 minutes, then NPCs stop being aggressive to you until you leave it. Which means you can't just stand in one place and let NPCs attack you forever. It works pretty well. I think there's the last box you were in and the second to last box you were in are retained. So that's what these faint yellow lines are on the ground. They show where those boxes are. So as long as I stay inside this yellow shape for at least 10 minutes, all these enemies will stop being aggressive as long as I stay inside of it. And that way I won't have to worry about being attacked by a bunch of zombies at once. I'll only be attacked by the one I'm currently attacking. But to do that, I have to wait 10 minutes. Well, 7 minutes now. Interestingly, it does retain these boxes even when you log out. So if I log out and come back later, it'll still have that time. Or if I wait until aggression expires and then leave and come back, it'll still be expired. But anyway, it is 10:35. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me kill zombies for the next couple hours. And regardless, even if you did want to, I'm not streaming it. But anyway, tomorrow, I do believe, will be crab champions. There was a fairly large crab patch dropped today, just before I started stream, like an hour or so before. Changed a whole bunch of things. Some of them might be quite impactful. Apparently the lobby is done visually. Arcade and holdout minigames are back. Okay. Random loadouts modifier is gone, replaced with no key totem modifier. So, yeah. I think we're going to have that one on. Which means, oh no. No more reloading the lobby to get better totem drops? Even worse. Apparently that was patched even if you aren't doing no key totem. I'm not sure how it was patched, but supposedly you can't leave and rejoin the same lobby to get a different item. Okay, interesting. He probably just made it so that you can't pull another item if you rejoin the same lobby after you've already pulled an item, but that could be interesting if you crash with the item in your inventory. I wonder if it gives it back to you, maybe? Gold and silver armor has been removed, and normal armor has been buffed to give 2 plates instead of 1, which I approve heavily of that. Never took gold or silver armor anyway, you just sell them for the money. Airstrike apparently works on islands that are caves. Reduced knockback on explosive enemies against other enemies. Although it doesn't apply when explosive enemies modifier is active. Longer temporary invulnerability when you get revived. Crystal drops are also changed, yeah. That's pretty big, because, I mean, let's face it, who liked seeing a large crystal bundle? If the choice was a different gold or that, then I know which one I'd take. Increase minimum distance that enemies can spawn from players by 4 times to prevent immortal slug spawning too close to players. I didn't have that problem with immortal slug, but I did have a problem with other explosive enemies. And that could be very exciting, so I'm happy about this change. Although not on Horde Islands, apparently. Okay. Reload arc was buffed, which it needed rather badly. Ultra Shot buffed, almost double, which it needed very badly. Time Bolt damage buffed, which is pretty good. Spark Shot works like Bubble Shot instead of just when it hits the ground. Which, okay, I guess. It makes Spark Shot a little worse, but I don't think it'll make it enough worse that it's not worth using. Upgrade totem chance to explode increased from 25% to 50%. RIP. Landmine trigger and damage radius decreased. Delay before detonating slightly increased. Okay, I don't think it needed that, but I'm not going to complain. All enemy ranges increased. Okay. Enemies spawn faster, especially on Horde Islands. Okay, that should make things more exciting. Increase maximum number of enemies allowed to be spawned at once in the arcade minigame. Don't care. Elite barrel skull projectiles now have less gravity and more speed. Why? Reduced max starfishes that can spawn one wave. Does not affect starfish party. Okay, that's the only time you really saw a lot of starfish anyway. Floating skull moved from the easy to the medium enemy category. I don't think it needed that, let's face it. Fixed marksman rifle and lightning scepter, not adding formation mods like double shot or X shot to the base projectiles. That's a pretty significant buff to lightning scepter. Okay. Lowered the vertical out of bounds height on the tropical long wooden bridge Horde Island. That one was really close to the bottom of the bridge. So I guess this way you can fall longer. Fixed being able to get stuck in chests. That's nice. Fixed tracked medals not being awarded when playing Ultra Chaos with any of the new modifiers on. Sure, whatever. Fixed crowns sometimes spawning on active islands instead of only in the lobby. Rip. Not that you did anything fun with that anyway. Fixed various out of bounds, in wall spawn points for destructibles. Fixed starfish indefinitely rising upwards if they got interrupted while winding up for an attack. Aw. It was funny to watch them zoom up in the air and destroy themselves. Fixed armor UI notifications not playing when taking damage on a one-hit island. Okay. Fixed exploit that allowed players to get multiple uses of the key totem by leaving and rejoining the same lobby. Yeah, get wrecked, clients. Anyway. So, some fairly impactful changes in there, but overall, it's just a bunch of fixes, and Ultra Shot being buffed is a big one for sure. That'll probably make it more worth taking. I noticed it was feeling really weak the last few times I took it, and so I ended up selling it and getting rid of it. Which is kind of bad because it used to be, a pretty reasonable early game option for minigun. Which minigun kind of needs more good early game options. But that's tomorrow. Thursday will be Splinter Cell, of course. Friday will be EDF. And then Saturday and Sunday will be more Metal Gear Solid 5. But anyway, for tonight, though, let's see. Is anyone in the old follow list doing anything by any chance? Nope. And what's more, there's a few people on the follow list who I don't even watch anymore. So they're usually streaming. And you know what? They're not. So tonight is particularly dead. I should go through that follow list and clean it up to remove people I haven't watched in literal years. I'm not even sure what some of them were doing in there. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't think we're ready anybody tonight. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for some good old crabby shenaniganry. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.